Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. Queen Elizabeth II has died aged 96. Buckingham Palace confirming the news with a statement saying she died peacefully at Balmoral. Her Majesty had been placed under medical supervision several hours earlier. Queen Elizabeth was the longest-serving British monarch in history, succeeding her father at the age of 25 in 1952. Her coronation watched by millions around the world.
God crown you with a crown of glory and righteousness.
Her son Charles is now king, with the palace confirming he will return to London in the next day. His Majesty has issued a statement saying the death of his beloved mother was a moment of the greatest sadness for him and all members of his family. Mourners have already begun gathering outside Buckingham Palace in London. British PM Liz Truss has spoken outside number 10. She met with the Queen to be officially sworn in earlier this week.
We are all devastated by the news that we have just heard from Balmoral. The death of Her Majesty the Queen is a huge shock to the nation and to the world.
Back home, our PM has released a statement saying the government and the people of Australia offer our deepest condolences to the royal family, who are grieving for a beloved mother, grandmother and great-grandmother, the person whom for so long was their greatest strength. Anthony Albanese saying there is comfort in Her Majesty's own words, grief is the price we pay for love. The Governor-General David Hurley also releasing a video statement.
I pass on our condolences to the members of the royal family. I join all Australians in mourning and reflecting on Her Majesty's tireless service. She was truly a remarkable person.
Her Majesty made 16 tours to Australia. Her first trip here was at the age of 27 in 1954.
Standing at last on Australian soil, on this spot that is the birthplace of the nation, I want to tell you all how happy I am to be amongst you and how much I look forward to my journey through Australia.
The Queen's body is expected to lie in state ahead of a funeral at Westminster Abbey. To other news now, legislation committing Australia to an emissions reductions target of 43% this decade has passed through the Senate. The Greens and a number of crossbenchers voted for it with some slight changes. Business, trade and industry groups welcoming the clear path the bill provides. COVID isolation rules have been eased across the country. The isolation period for positive cases has been slashed from 7 days to 5. To sport now, in cricket, the Aussies have claimed the Chappell Hadley Trophy with a 113-run win over New Zealand in their second one-dayer in Cairns. The home side posting 195, but the Kiwis were on the ropes early or bowled out for 82. To the NRL, the finals kick off tonight with the Panthers in a qualifying match against the Eels. In the AFL, the Demons have named an unchanged lineup for tonight's semi-final clash with the Lions at the MCG. And for even more sports news, make sure you check out the Sports Update. You'll find it wherever you're listening to this show. In entertainment news, Harry Styles is making light of all the drama surrounding Don't Worry Darling. He mentioned the alleged spitting incident against co-star Chris Pine while performing at Madison Square Garden.
It was wonderful to be back in New York. I just popped very quickly to Venice to spit on Chris Pine.
And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.